Imagine yourself in a world where every choice you make today shapes not only your future, but also the legacy you will leave for others. Now, stop and think. What are you building? Have you ever felt that, no matter how hard you try, there is something missing, a key piece that could take your life to another level? Get ready to discover that piece on a fascinating journey alongside ordinary people, like you, who faced profound dilemmas and came out the other side stronger, wiser, and with a clarity that previously seemed impossible. Every decision they made, every moment of doubt, resulted in lessons that transformed not only their lives, but also the lives of everyone around them. If you are ready to transform your life and discover what is really missing, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you will not miss a single moment of this journey that can change everything. Come be part of this community that seeks wisdom and spiritual growth every day based on the Buddhist world. Your future starts here with a simple click. Let's go. Part 1. The Wisdom of Solitude. Have you ever felt like you needed some personal space? Or perhaps you've wondered why some older people prefer to be alone rather than engage in social gatherings. The fascinating story of Mr. Hiroshi and Ms. Aiko illuminates the importance of respecting personal boundaries and understanding subtle social cues, especially as we age. Join us as we explore their experiences and discover valuable lessons on how to maintain harmony and peace in our relationships. These eye-opening stories have the potential to transform the way you view your interactions with others and understand the complexities of interpersonal relationships in old age. Mr. Hiroshi, who is about to turn 50 this year, is a remarkable example of how solitude can be a welcome choice at certain points in life. Since retiring, he has seized the opportunity to live life the way he always wanted. Hiroshi has found a perfect balance between alone time and social interaction that is comfortable for him. When he feels the need to stay home, he does so without hesitation, finding solace in his own company. Likewise, when he needs to exercise, he simply goes for his daily walk in the local park, enjoying the serenity and contact with nature. Even when friends visit, he prefers to meet them at an outdoor cafe rather than inviting them inside his home. This change in behavior is not due to disdain or lack of friendship, but rather a personal preference for a more peaceful and introspective lifestyle. This transformation does not go unnoticed by those around him. A relative, observing this new demeanor of Mr. Hiroshi, asks a disturbing question. "You were so warm before. How did you become so indifferent now?" Hiroshi's answer reveals a profound perspective on the change that comes with age. He explains that over the years, lifestyle and priorities change. Accumulated experience and reflection on life lead to a new way of finding peace and satisfaction. The desire for a quiet life, enjoying simple activities such as drinking tea, gardening, or fishing alone, or being with family for moments of genuine happiness, becomes more evident. For Hiroshi, inner peace and simplicity are now more valuable than constant socializing. As the years have passed, Hiroshi has begun to distance himself from conventional socializing. His relationships with friends are no longer as close as they were when he was young. He believes that many of the people who come and go in his life are not true friends. Rather than maintaining superficial cordiality, he prefers the freedom and peace that comes with solitude. Many older people share this view. As we age, we develop our own rhythms and habits that may not align with normative social expectations. In addition, many older people avoid visiting other people's homes, feeling that in old age, things become more complicated and uncomfortable. Visits can bring unexpected problems, and it is easier to minimize these interactions in order to maintain a more peaceful and undisturbed life. There are several reasons for this. First, a visit can be seen as an interruption to an established routine. Imagine being in a situation where you believe you are welcome, only to later realize that this is not the case. It is an uncomfortable and often embarrassing feeling that can cause stress and discomfort. As a result, many people choose to avoid potentially uncomfortable situations and maintain a safe distance. Today, I want to share the story of Mr. Hiroshi, who learned a valuable lesson about boundaries and social cues the hard way. His experience highlights the importance of understanding and respecting others' personal space, even when their intentions are good. Let's dive into Hiroshi's story and see what we can learn about the delicate balance between hospitality and intrusion. Every family situation is unique, and the way we perceive and react to social interactions can vary widely. In old age, we often fail to represent our entire family at social events. Perhaps a friend, for personal reasons, invites you to visit, and you go happily. However, this does not guarantee that your friend's family will welcome you with the same enthusiasm. They may even feel that you are disrupting their lives. Hiroshi lived next door and was often seen as someone who did not think through the implications of his actions. One time, he ran into an old schoolmate in the community and discovered that they lived in the same area. At the age of 60, meeting a friend from his youth naturally made him very happy. The classmate, wanting to rekindle an old friendship, invited Hiroshi to his house for some food and drinks. Hiroshi loved drinking and did not have many companions to do so, so he was particularly pleased at the opportunity to visit an old friend regularly on the weekends. He took some food to his friend's house, excited about the meeting. However, his friend's wife put on a strange expression when she saw him. Hiroshi, unaware of the discomfort, enjoyed the company, had a drink, and left. Over the next few days, he continued to visit his friend, enjoying afternoons of drinking and conversation. However, after a few visits, the colleague said, "You come here every weekend to drink. My wife and children are upset. They feel like their lives are being disrupted." It was then that Hiroshi realized that the initial invitation was merely a courtesy and that he had misinterpreted his colleague's intention, leading to unexpected discomfort for his friend's family. Hiroshi's story serves as a gentle reminder that social interactions can be more complex than they seem. His genuine joy at reconnecting with an old friend led him to misinterpret a polite gesture as an open invitation, which caused discomfort for his friend's family. The main message here is the importance of being thoughtful and perceptive when reconnecting with friends and making new connections. We should always be mindful of how our actions affect others, especially in their homes and private lives. Hospitality is often a polite formality, not an open invitation, and it is crucial to look for cues and communicate openly to ensure everyone feels comfortable. This story encourages us to practice empathy and awareness in our social interactions, fostering strong, lasting, and respectful relationships. Hiroshi's experience reminds us that it's not just about our intentions, but also how they are perceived by others. We should strive to be more mindful and thoughtful, ensuring that our presence is always welcomed. Furthermore, it is important to recognize that as we age, our personal boundaries and preferences may change. What was once a vibrant sociability may turn into a desire for greater privacy and tranquility. This is a natural part of life, and accepting these changes is crucial to maintaining healthy, respectful relationships. By understanding that each person has their own needs and boundaries, we can interact in a more sensitive and constructive way. The lesson learned from Hiroshi can be applied to many situations in everyday life. In our relationships, it is essential that we be sensitive to the needs and desires of others. Open and honest communication can prevent misunderstandings and ensure that our intentions are understood in the way we intended. Furthermore, we should recognize and respect the personal boundaries of others, just as we would like them to respect ours. Practicing empathy and mutual respect is essential to building and maintaining healthy, harmonious relationships. So when interacting with others, especially as we age, remember the lessons from Hiroshi's story. Recognize the importance of personal space and be aware of social cues that indicate how your actions may be perceived. Enjoying the company of others while respecting their boundaries and preferences can lead to more satisfying relationships and harmonious coexistence. Practicing being considerate and thoughtful in our social interactions promotes peaceful and respectful coexistence, ensuring that everyone feels comfortable and valued. This understanding is also vital to balancing hospitality with respect for personal space. As our lives and the lives of others evolve, social dynamics can change. Being aware of these changes and adapting our behavior accordingly can make a big difference in how our interactions are received. Furthermore, this practice not only improves our personal relationships, but also contributes to a more understanding and empathetic society. Finally, the story of Hiroshi and his journey to understanding personal and social boundaries reminds us that wisdom often comes with experience. By reflecting on our own interactions and learning from the stories of others, we can grow as individuals and as a community, promoting a more harmonious and respectful coexistence for all. If you are enjoying Mr. Hiroshi's story and the lessons on respecting personal space, don't forget to leave a like. Your support is essential for us to continue bringing content that makes a difference. Like now and help spread this wisdom to more people. Part 2. The greatest asset in your 50s. Turning 50 is a significant milestone in anyone's life. A time when the meaning of life can change in unexpected ways. In your 20s, you live with vibrant youth and boundless energy. In your 30s, your career is the center of your concerns. In your 40s, you are guided by the wisdom you have accumulated over the years. However, in your 50s, you begin to realize that true value may lie in much deeper, more essential aspects. The big house and the hefty bank account may not be the real treasures of this stage of life. Instead, 4 things stand out as the most precious. 1. Health, the most valuable treasure. Health is, without a doubt, the first and most valuable asset you can have in your 50s. As you age, illness and health problems become an increasing concern. If you reach your 50s without experiencing any serious health problems, that is an inestimable blessing. Health is something we often take for granted until it's lost. Consider the story of Mrs. Lee, a woman in her 50s who, in her younger years, took her health for granted. She often skipped meals to meet deadlines at work and rarely made time for exercise or medical appointments. Her diet, which was high in processed foods, and her sedentary lifestyle led to significant weight gain and frequent hospitalizations for high blood pressure and other related problems. Things only began to change when she heard her eldest son express how difficult it was to care for her, something that was beginning to affect his own family and work. That conversation was a wake-up call for Mrs. Lee. Determined to change her life, Mrs. Lee took drastic action. Within just 6 months, she began exercising regularly, adopting a balanced diet, and getting regular medical checkups. The transformation was remarkable. She lost weight, improved her overall health, and began feeling more energetic. Her blood pressure was brought under control, and she has rarely been sick since. This new approach to health has allowed her children to focus on their own lives and careers, knowing that their mother is taking good care of herself. For Ms. Lee, and for many in their 50s, health has become a more valuable asset than any amount of material wealth. Unexpected medical expenses can devastate a family, and chronic illnesses not only cause physical suffering but also take an emotional toll on family members. By prioritizing your health, you reduce the burden on your loved ones and improve your own quality of life. Health should be your central focus, because without it, nothing else really matters. 2. Family, the true treasure. The second essential asset is family. Imagine that you have achieved professional success, built a beautiful family, and accumulated wealth, only to discover that, due to one mistake or poor decision, all of that is at risk. This story is not uncommon and serves as a painful reminder of the importance of family. Mr. Chin, for example, was a successful man with a prestigious job, a loving wife, and adorable children. His wife, Mrs. Wong, was always understanding of the demands of his work and social interactions, never complaining about his dedication to his work. For 7 years, they lived happily, raising a son and a daughter. However, Mr. Chen was so focused on his career that he sometimes indulged in extramarital affairs. Although he never crossed the line completely, one of these affairs resulted in a pregnancy. When his wife discovered his betrayal, the impact was devastating. She filed for divorce, and Mr. Chen's life was turned upside down. The divorce proceedings were not the only price he had to pay. He also lost touch with his children, who felt betrayed and disappointed in him. The affair and subsequent loss of his family made Mr. Chen realize that his true treasure was not in success or wealth, but in the family he had neglected. The value of a loyal wife and supportive children is incalculable, and any mistake that takes them away can be costly. Family is the foundation of our emotional well-being and should be the priority in our lives. 3. Inner peace, finding inner satisfaction. The third asset is inner peace. As we grow older and the world around us becomes more competitive and comparative, the ability to find contentment within ourselves becomes increasingly crucial. True happiness does not come from material possessions or social status, but from our ability to find inner peace and satisfaction. In a society that constantly pressures us to seek recognition and material success, maintaining simplicity and inner peace is essential to a balanced life. The pressure to conform and excel can be overwhelming, but true happiness comes from within. Developing an attitude of gratitude and learning to find joy in the little things are important steps toward achieving this inner peace. Mr. Zhang is an example of someone who has found inner peace over the years. He began his journey with a great ambition to accumulate wealth and status. However, after years of hard work and stress, he realized that he was losing the genuine joy in life. He decided to adopt a simpler lifestyle, focusing on activities that brought him true satisfaction, such as meditation and being in nature. He began to appreciate moments of tranquility and learned to find joy in the simple things in life. This transformation brought him an inner peace that could not be bought with money. True happiness, for Mr. Zhang, was found in the ability to live a life of simplicity and gratitude. 4. Gratitude and contentment, living fully. The fourth good is gratitude and contentment. As we grow older, we begin to realize that the value of things lies not in material possessions, but in the ability to live with gratitude and find satisfaction in what we already have. Learning to live with gratitude means recognizing and appreciating the blessings in life, regardless of our circumstances. Contentment is the ability to find satisfaction in what we already have, without dwelling on what we lack. When we appreciate what we have and learn to live with gratitude, we can find a deep sense of fulfillment and happiness. Ms. Zhang's story is a perfect example of how gratitude and contentment can transform our lives. She lived a life of simplicity, always appreciating what she had, rather than focusing on what she lacked. Even when faced with financial hardships and personal challenges, Ms. Zhang always found reasons to be grateful and appreciate the little things in life. Her ability to find joy in her circumstances, however modest, helped her live a rich and fulfilling life. She taught everyone around her that true wealth is not in possessions, but in an attitude of gratitude and contentment. In summary, the story of Ms. Li, Mr. Chin, and Ms. Zhang offers valuable lessons about the true value of health, family, inner peace, and gratitude. As we grow older, we should prioritize what truly matters and pursue a balanced and meaningful life. Valuing health, cherishing family, finding inner peace, and living with gratitude are the true treasures that bring lasting happiness and fulfillment. These stories remind us that as we reach midlife and beyond, we should focus our energies on what truly matters. Instead of pursuing material possessions and status, we should focus on cultivating good health, strengthening our family relationships, finding inner contentment, and living with gratitude. By doing so, we can experience a full and meaningful life, rich in experiences and genuine satisfaction. This story is full of lessons, isn't it? Now it's your turn to shine. Leave a comment below and share your own thoughts or related experiences. We want to hear from you and know how Mr. Hiroshi's journey touched you. And here's a challenge. The most inspiring comment could be featured in the next video. Don't miss out on the chance to be part of this incredible conversation. Comment now and show the world what you have to say.